salutations, everyone. Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way. Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening to the Pan African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby.
Yes, Karibuni Sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing this wonderful afternoon. To everyone live with us on YouTube, Rumble, Beetroot, on the radio station, Karibuni Sana once again. Good afternoon from my end, Grand Rising, and of course, welcome to yet another beautiful episode of the Pan African Bliss Show. 30 minutes past the top of the hour. My name is Joby to the first time listeners, and of course, if this is your first time, I'd love to actually urge you to subscribe, follow us, whatever you're streaming live with us from, and of course, kindly go to the Google Play Store and download our app, which is very an amazing app actually to use. And of course, if you're not able to stream live on YouTube or other on our TikTok, you can be able to listen to us on the radio station. And of course, that is you being connected on the internet. Karibuni Sana once again. That was Pina Colada. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, by Ayara Star 6 Lakh. And I kind of like actually 6 Lakh's music. I've been into that playlist lately. He's such an amazing artist. I like the way he's so calm, it's just so calm and dedicated to his talent. But of course, today we shall be having an amazing conversation of what has been happening in the continent of Africa. And this is coming from DRC Congo. We've seen, of course, the DRC people, that was on Wednesday, Tuesday, them actually heading to the US Embassy, Kenyan Embassy, Ugandan Embassy, and the Rwandan Embassy, and they burnt it down. And of course, this clearly shows what the rest of the world has been talking about is not a conspiracy theory. The people themselves know what is happening, who are the people behind this, who are backing all this motion that is happening in the country. So Karibuni Sana, that is what we shall be talking about. But along that, we shall also talk about, as we talk about the illegal mining, which is actually, of course, why the M23 rebel is advancing into so many regions. I've seen so far, actually, with a video I was watching earlier, they have managed to advance in another region called, I've lost the video, but they have managed to advance in another region as well. So I kind of wonder what the UN peacekeepers right here are doing. What is their mission? Why we can't see any positive change? And with this, why the African Union is not talking about it? Because I saw a video of Ibrahim Traore talking about where African Union needs to do better. And this is something I said, if you're not careful, we're going to see the Alliance Sahel state itself building another African Union, which shall be actually the Alliance Sahel state. That is the new African Union that we have, because the current African Union has not been doing anything to protect the people. And Ibrahim Traore is calling out on them to do better, to protect the lives and, the country, that is the DRC Congo people. But we shall talk about also Ghana, like I said. Illegal mining is something that is also affecting so many people right there. They are being displaced. It's something that is not being talked about as loud, but it's happening and affecting many and millions of lives. Just like the rest of the African countries, the neighboring country, we have Nigeria, where many are also, of course, displaced because of the stealing of oil that happens so recklessly, has been damaging rivers, killing fishes. It is super crazy, but that is our top discussion for the day. So karibuni sana once again. I hope you guys get to enjoy the conversation of the day. We shall be getting back to one more jam. This is by the one and only Joe. I don't know how to pronounce this jam. Actually, the name of this guy, but this is one of my favorite songs. So my quote of today says, "The schools we go to." It's a revolutionary quote. It says, "The schools we go to are a reflection of the society that." Let me read that again. The schools we go to are a reflection of the society that created them. Nobody is going to give you the education you need to overthrow them. So literally, it's up to us for us to change the mindset that we've been fed by this current system and the regime that has been running literally the whole world. Because we'd say it's a global, it's not just Africa right now. We're seeing literally globally. Every country is affected in its own way because of this system, the way it was created. Yes, Makaribuni Sana once again, 36 minutes past the top of the hour. This is the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Joby. To the first time listeners on YouTube, be sure to everyone on Rumble, to those on the radio, and to those who get to listen to this on a replay. You guys get to enjoy. Karibu Sana, Mr. Black on Fire. How are you doing today?
Asante sana Joby. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm feeling good, feeling gorgeous, ready for the day.
All right, goddamn. Okay.
Feeling blessed, just grateful for everything. I woke up today and I looked at my house and I'm like, God damn, I'm so blessed. Like, stop playing with me, you know? You know? Yes, feeling with gratitude, feeling like it.
All
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, Karibu Sana. Today we shall be having an interesting conversation. We shall be talking about the M23 rebel, who we've seen, of course. This week, there has been one of the breaking news where the Jersey
Of
people took
course.
matters into their own hands, demanding justice, demanding peace in their country, demanding to be left alone, and demanding
Well,
independency. But
like I like I said with the M23 rebels, like I said, it's not as easy as that. Understand, guys. I said this. They're being sponsored by the West. They're doing both sides, but M23 rebels. Okay, and I said this goes to tribalism. This is the tribal war.
mhm,
M23 rebels are Congolese. Understand these borders are fake, guys. Then the Europeans came and they made fake borders. Rwanda's a fake country. Kenya, all these countries in Africa are fake,
mhm,
created by white people. So when they, like I said, what if I'm on the border when the white people come in, but my tribal group is still the majority is still in Rwanda, but I right on the border, but the white people created. I'm still Congolese because my people have been there for generations.
yeah,
These borders, it's like the Maasai in Kenya and Tanzania, they're the same people.
yep,
Because the borders are fake. The borders are fake. So what happened is um, the tribal conflicts between the Tutsis, the Nede, and whatever other, because I don't know all these goopy tribe shit, this tribal shit in Africa. So it's been, what happened is that what happened is that the Tutsis in that part of Congo were treated poorly, and of course, Rwanda being Tutsi and Burundi being Tutsi,
mhm,
not even a majority there either, but they now got control of the governments, and Museveni is a Tutsi. So these are minorities that have got control of Uganda and Rwanda. So they don't want to see their people being exploited.
mhm,
But it's not just that, that's a cover story, because also Congo's very rich. Congo's very rich. Most likely really the richest country in the planet, but now actually one of the poorest. Very rich. But of course, these minerals never benefit anybody black. And so white people want them. And so what white people have done, if you guys don't even know this, this is how these people are your enemy, always been your enemy. So Congo has airstrips illegal. White people came into Congo and built airports in the
mhm,
Congo
mhm.
to steal minerals and fly them out because the Congo is weak militarily. And so um, the M23 rebels are saying we're Congolese. Yeah, we're part of this tribe, but our people have been on the Congo side of this border. We don't come from what you another fake country that the white man made called Rwanda. We come from the fake country made by the white man called the Congo. Even though the Congo is real in history, those borders are fake because Angola was the Congo. And Congo Brazzaville was part of the big Congo kingdom. Anyway, so this is tribal because you got tribes fighting each other.
Mhm.
So we know the infantry rebels have been backed by Kagame and the West, but it's gone. But now the West can't. Remember, they played both sides of an argument. Now it's gotten out of control. The West said, "Oh, Congo, M23, what are you doing?" When they know they were the ones sponsoring their ass. So, what's going
It's,
on
it's
with the M23 rebels? Go ahead, Joker.
Kagame has been always acting innocent, as if he doesn't know what's happening.
Of
And I
course.
remember this video I was watching of him saying, actually we're gonna declare war if these people don't stop accusing us. And I'm like, hold on, what are you trying to insinuate here? You're gonna start a war for me
That
to
you,
retaliate?
you got to understand. Yeah, Kagame, because Kagame knows that most Africans are uneducated. Like I told Spikes asked me yesterday. Family, Kagame and Museveni. Joe, we can look this up. Look this up for me, Joe. Say Rwanda and Uganda invaded the Congo in 1998. Joe, he was just a baby. So they've done, so that like they don't know what they're talking about. It was Angola, because Angola is really the Congo. Angola, then Zimbabwe repelled it. It was really Angola. But see, that's why the Europeans took 25 years to destroy the Angola, destroy the Angola military, because Angola told Kagame and Museveni they were going to kill them. Sorry, reparations lady in Ghana. They went back, they defeated Rwanda, defeated Uganda. They said, you do it again, we're going to overthrow you niggas and we're going to kill you.
Mhm.
So that's why it's 25 years, 26 years later, 24 years that they come back in, because the white man always goes in to a country because Angola didn't learn and hollow out their military, so now Angola can't respond to Kagame and Museveni. At that time, I told you, Angola was the strongest military in Africa, hands down. There was no army in Africa that was going to beat Angola. They get their ass beat. So that's when Angola goes into goddamn the Congo. I mean, and tells Museveni and goddamn, you better pack it up. And so they chase them back to their borders. They first whipped their ass all right back to Rwanda, all right back to Uganda, and then Angola. I forgot the president. I told him, you bring your ass back into the Congo, which Angola is the Congo, and those are their people. See, these borders are fake. You made Angola up because the white man created that Angola shit. Angola is part of the Congo Kingdom. They know that. So you made Angola at that time. I mean Congo. Angola said, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. We're not just gonna come to your borders. We're gonna kill both of you, and we're gonna overthrow both of you niggas. Your militaries are weak. White people back you. Remember that time, Angola broke away from white people, and Angola at that time had outlawed Christianity. They said this shit got to go. And it ain't funny, Christianity's now back in Angola because the white man spent 25 years going back in Angola and taking it over from within. Because white people never stopped warring on you. It was only Angola. Angola was the only black African nation. Get this Christian shit out of here when they got free. When they got free of the white man, they said, get this Christianity religion. Get it out of here now. That's got to go. Ain't funny? Christianity's back in Angola. I wonder why.
Crazy. So they say
So,
in 1998,
go ahead,
Rwanda
Joker.
and Uganda invaded the Democratic Republic
Told
of
you.
Congo,
Oh, they
making
don't know. They don't know nothing. Kagame don't know nothing, Joby. He invaded the Congo when you was a baby. He don't know nothing. Go ahead, Joby.
Mhm. Marking the start of the Second Congo War, also known as the Africa's World War. And after then, the Congolese president Laurent Desire Kabila turned against his former Rwandan and Ugandan allies who had helped him seize power. This invasion was largely motivated by a desire to control DRC's rich mineral resources
How
and
about that, Joby? The money. And understand who was backing Kagame and Uganda, these two poor ass countries. They don't got no money. Who was backing these two morons, Joby? I'm sure you know. Go
of
ahead.
course, the US and the rest.
Yeah.
And this was to prevent the Hutu rebel groups from operating in the region. Huh. Let's see the reasons for invasion. The reasons for invasion, they're saying that Kabila, after coming to power, expelled Rwanda and Ugandan troops from DRC, which led to the reversal of allies and prompted Rwanda and Uganda to invade. And the operation name is called it was the Joint Rwanda and Ugandan blah 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 whatever. But we got the key point. Yes, they invaded Rwanda, tried to invade DRC, and that's what I was trying to ask literally, because I feel like as much as kids they're being backed by Still, that's what is happening. I feel like that is what actually they're trying to do. Still, they're still trying to take control of.
Of course, Joby, it's rich. Of
Um,
course, it's wealthy. All the why is Rwanda being developed now? Because Rwanda don't got shit. It's too small of a country. Those minerals coming out the Congo, Joby.
you know how this shit doesn't make sense? Because Skedi works for the same people, and then we have, this it's not even making any sense.
It's
You're working for the
complicated,
same
It's
top boss,
complicated, Joby.
you're working for the same top bosses, but
Yep,
on the ground we're gonna become enemies. But we have to meet
yep.
every time when the top bosses call us. We are enemies on the ground. So don't you see where the problem is coming from? Like,
Yeah, because you're enemy because you're tribal, Joby. I can always pit you niggas against each other because you're tribal. You're tribal. I can always control you goofy niggas because it's not really about it's about your tribes first. Your tribal people. You haven't grown up as people. You're tribal. So I can always pit one against the other, Joe. Always. Always. I'd always put Lua against Canberra against goddamn Callaghan against Kakui. I can always come in and wreck you goofy niggas because you're
you know,
tribal.
it's crazy the fact, but the reason why I'm saying that is the fact that Skedi has no say in this. That's the crazy part. He has no
But
say.
he's been exposed. He's stupid. He's been exposed as a moron because
No,
he's been
no
exposed as
matter
a moron.
how
I
many
mean,
times he tries to go act like he's concerned, he wants the Rwanda to stop this. He has no say in this because
no, because he's weak. He's been exposed as a moron. He had white mercenaries in there. Why are all these white people in Africa running around causing atrocities, and then he's paying these mercenaries, Joby? He's paying his own military people nothing, less than $100 a month to go die. Less than $100. That's how these fucking despots do, like a fucking Kabila and whatever, and Chikadi and all these other morons. This is what they do. So they're paying the white people $6,000 a month, 6,000 American dollars, while I'm paying my own forces less than $100 a month to go fight wars. Motherfucker, I'm not dying for less than $100 a month. What are you talking about?
it makes
This
sense.
is, well, yeah. I'm getting paid like $80 a month to go fight. Are you crazy? You insane, Joby? $80? So, man, you $80? I'm out there fighting for $80, Joby.
So sad. It's crazy. But I don't know, but I hope someone is gonna come and overthrow Skedi. I don't know how, but it has to happen. Because one, you're talking about weakness, which is a representation which he has shown. But again, we're talking about where he has
I
no
don't.
say.
Not only is he weak, Joby. Not only is he weak, Joby.
No,
He's showing that
like
he's incompetent. See, just
despite
like
his
Johnny.
weakness, he has no say. Despite his weakness, he has no say. Let's agree on that. What say does he have?
That's what makes you weak. He's incompetent. So like John even Torre said, African leaders, you've been showed you're incompetent, you're ignorant. So we gotta fight ignorance in Africa. You're incompetent. He's also been proven he's incompetent, Joby. He's a moron. And most of
That's why
these African leaders are morons.
they wanted him to stand for a second term
Of
because it
course.
makes a whole lot of sense why he returned. He had, this is just so crazy. But I'm glad the people of Congo personally are really themselves, taking matters into their own hands and going to the main targets and understanding who are behind this. They should go even after Skid himself. They should burn down the parliament. They should go after the
I don't think I'm much sophisticated enough to know that this is a chess game. Since Africans have been completely uneducated and not taught how to critically think, they've been told what to think. Hey, bro, think about the Lord. Think about Jesus. Think about this. Think about. They haven't been told how to think critically.
Mhm. But on the same hand, as we still focus on what is happening on DRC, same situation, like we say, it happens in every African country. As much as maybe you don't see it on the news, you don't see it being reported. Like the representation I had on Tuesday, where we saw the NRT and that is Meta, Netflix, literally the Rothschild and the Rockefellers out there stealing lands right here in Africa in the name of this so-called
Man,
trade.
they'd already started that before they even put the climate hoax into
Exactly.
practice already in Kenya. They'd always stole land. in 2013. I'm like, what?
Hmm. So the fact that you don't see it on the TV, personally, I love saying it's not that it's not happening. The fact you don't see the country being bombed left, right,
Of
and
course.
center, like Sudan or like Congo, it doesn't mean like these issues ain't happening. They are there. So
Let
in
me say
Ghana,
something. Let me say something real quick. Yeah, guys. Let me say something real quick. Did you guys see? Look, Kagame told Ramaphosa, "Who the hell you think you threatening? You better stop. You better stop threatening me."
wow.
You guys seen that? I don't know who the hell you think you threatening with your fake. He called Ramaphosa a fake peace with your fake peacekeeping. You, who you think you
Number one, you understand these people
I
know
think
each other.
yeah okay.
They know
Go
they
ahead,
know
Jay.
each other's dirty laundries. They know each other's dirty laundry. So if
Of
if
course,
if
they
I
know they
can't
all corrupt.
if I can't try come act like I'm the innocent one and I know your dirty laundries that you've done in your country. I mean, who are you talking to? I'm gonna also ask you the same thing. Like, who are you talking
That's what he said.
to? Huh.
That's what he said. Him trying to be a fake peacekeeper. Go back to South Africa with that. Go back to South Africa with that garbage. Like God
This
damn.
is why they fail in leadership. It's the big man syndrome you keep saying. That's what they have. That's basically what you're seeing. You
I
actually
think Ghana. I think Ghana's been burning down the American embassy too.
hmm,
Like,
I'm not sure about that. But in Ghana, we're talking about illegal mining. I've not heard about the news of the embassy yet. But of course, there's been demonstrations since that was early November, October there towards the end of December because of the illegal mining that has been happening in this country, has been displacing lots of people.
in
Uh,
every country, legal mining in Kenya, legal mining all throughout Africa, because
Nana
Africa's wealthy.
Akufo-Addo has not spoken, didn't speak about this, didn't do anything. But we have John Mahama, a very corrupt leader who has come back into presidential seat. He has ordered an investigation into violence between illegal miners and soldiers of the Ghanaian army that left 9 people dead. And the miners armed with locally made rifles, pump action guns, knives,
Damn.
axes, gas cylinders, and tools opened fire on military personnel when
Damn.
confronted in self-defense, and the soldiers returned fire, resulting to the fatalities. And I just want to share quickly a quick video right here of how it all started. There's this lady explaining or breaking it down how they mine, because there's been illegal mining in Africa happening. It's not like it's not been there; it's been happening. But
Of
there's how
course.
they start. There's how I've seen that. There's how people themselves start. If they discover, hey, there could be something here, and then there's now the cartels, because someone is always gonna make a call or someone is gonna discover people are mining somewhere. Then they come take control now, start employing and owning these people and fully take control of this, whole
That,
region.
that,
And
that,
that's how
shout
they
out,
struggle.
shout out to the African women starting to know. I hate to say it again. Shout out to the African women who knew it was an African man who fucked up Africa. I've been said that. Sorry. Sorry if you get mad. African women are starting to say, tell the truth and shame the devil. That these morons, these idiots, um, how do you let any European come and mine some shit that belongs to you anyway? You would give them a fee to help you with the mining, but they can claim any of the land, any of the product being brought up. It's like me going to Joby's house, digging a well, and say, now I own the well water. She paid me to dig the well. I'll get paid for that. But the dumbass morons have allowed these Europeans to come and say, now we own the mines and own the minerals that come up, and you get a small percentage of your own shit that's yours. That's why all this illegal mining is happening, because these morons, and that's a fact, these dumbass Negroes have set up this dumbass system because Europeans, manipulate them because they're stupid. Well, we're gonna come in my you morons are too dumb to mine, but we're gonna own the mines and own the means of production, and we'll give you a small percentage of your own shit. And since they're stupid, yes, boss, I give me your money, yes, boss. If the money I get that's good deal for me, boss.
So
So
let me
that's
share
what's
this
happening.
very quickly.
Go
Let me
ahead,
share
Jay.
this very quickly. Shout out to the reparations in the building. Says, do not ban the factory. The waste in Africa is too much. Feel free to take everything in the factory. It's yours, and just a fraction of reparations owed to us. Mm, Sometimes you gotta burn down everything. We were saying that on Monday. For you to be listened. Sometimes you gotta burn down everything.
Fight against
Yeah,
illegal mining,
learn, learn,
destroying
learn to
our
build
water
it. Learn to build it yourself. Burn that shit down to the ground.
bodies. You can see even our land has to suffer because of illegal mining. It's sad because most of the youth who are, doing or using this medium to get their source of income do not have any jobs to do or any sustainable jobs. So they end up doing this. You can see that the water, the chemicals, because it is heavily infused with mercury, arsenide, and all of these things, and they are in our water body. Now it's even getting close to the seas. So when you get to the seaside, you can see that sometimes they look very, very dirty. Now these young ones
Imagine the children are swimming there too.
or infants
Because
swim in this heavily infused water. Fishermen are also in there. They end up going
because all
into
these there's all these puppets will concede. That's how they trick the Ghanaians to overthrow Kwame Nkrumah, because the ignorance in Africa is on another level, and Africa has been controlled by really criminal organizations. These leaders you call, they all been criminal, all of them, all throughout Africa, they're all criminals. It never had any like real leadership. The real leaders always been murdered in Africa. Get any real leader, CI comes in, puts a bullet in their head, and it's over. They don't do like reparations. Let's talk to them. Let's try to put them in prison. Nah, it's a bullet and get this bastard out of here.
Hmm.
That's with our money. So Europeans don't do like Africans. They're vicious. Africans got to learn to be goddamn vicious to get back Africa. Because all this stuff exists over and over again. Like I said, it's not Ghana. It's Africa. You see this in Kenya, Nigeria. It's Africa.
Yep.
So there's a problem here.
Hmm.
Can't find, like I said, like we said yesterday, Joe. You live on the richest continent in the world. This is undisputable. But there's not one rich African country. This is not, that's statistically impossible. That's statistically impossible to live on the richest continent and all African countries to be poor. So something is behind this. There's a system that's created to keep African countries poor while they sit on the richest piece of land in the world,
Yep. And the
on the
system starts with
planet.
the leadership. The system starts with the leadership, goes, as
Yeah.
we go to colonization, like we were saying yesterday. The leadership is also the biggest problem we have in Africa.
And then also Africans got to Africa got to stop talking this diplomatic shit. Shout out to Malcolm. You got to talk plain. All these kindness. He's excellent. There's not an excellent leader in Africa except for Ibn Torre. His excellency and all this old dumb shit. You got to start talking plain. All these platitudes and niceties, this nonsense, all these criminals controlling African governments while the people suffer in abject poverty. All this nicety's got to stop. Oh, thank you, Ambassador. Thank you. Nah, listen, all you criminals, you're going to have to be dealt with, and your people are going to uprise. You're going to have to be done. You're going to be dealt with. And I'm not like reparations. I'm military. I'm not leaving you. My country don't got the money to house your ass. Africa's poor. I don't got the money to put you in prison and feed and clothe you for no 20 years for your life. No. A bullet is cheap. While you discussing what to do with them, I'm going in the back room and I'm gonna say, hey man, they discussing your lifetime sentence. You've been found guilty, crimes against humanity against your own people. You didn't care. So I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit they talking, not gonna work. This is your choice. You got the rope and you got the bullet. Which one do you want? You want the rope or you want this bullet? Same way when I was in Iraq, we went and got Osama. And just like Joby said, they played both sides. Saddam Hussein in Iraq was our puppet. The CIA put him in power. They're the ones gave him the choice when they came in and invaded the second time, the third time. You want the rope, Saddam, or you want the bullet? He said he wanted the rope. He wasn't guilty of anything, so they hung his ass. Yeah. You African leaders, you're all guilty. I'm giving you a rope. I'm giving you a bullet. But that life imprisonment shit, no. That's not happening. You'll be with the ancestors. You reflect when you come back with the ancestors. But you're going to get this rope or you're going to get this bullet. That's it.
fish, and they don't even get any fishes because the fishes are dying, they're discoloring, and it's all due to the heavy metals in this water. So, well, Edith will be talking about this when she
Drinking
posts she
water,
debates and
because
she's
no one
ready
cares.
for
Look
you.
at
So,
it.
Edith,
Drinking water gone. These peppers don't. Drinking water where people gotta live, just like in the the Nigerian Delta, with the oil, with the Rothschilds, where they can completely destroy that ecosystem. Have these leaders done anything? Hell no. They don't care. These African leaders, these are the only people that don't give a shit about other African people because the indoctrination with that goofy religion, worshiping this made up cracker, this fake ass Jesus shit. So you worship white people, they destroy your ecology, and you go pray to the same cracker who's destroying your damn ecology. Make it make sense.
It's crazy.
So go ahead, Joe.
You gotta wake up.
take it away.
Indeed, and welcome to this absolutely special version of the 77% street debate. And if the analysts are to be believed, then in just 6 short years, then this country, which is so rich in biodiversity, could be importing water. And this is due to a phenomena called galamsey, known here dialectically. We'll be finding out what that is and how it's come to this situation and what exactly Ghanaians can do to preserve their future. And so I'd like to begin with you, Awolo. What exactly is galamsey and what does it have to do with the environment?
Well, galamsey, we are using it to say illegal mining. But if you look at the genesis of the word, when we had galamsey in the beginning, it wasn't using heavy machinery. It was called
Exactly. It's just people themselves who maybe go
And,
down.
and like I said, always been anthropologists, Joey. Like when I say I'm saying this country, what you guys are look, African people are loving by nature, loving, caring, and that's been the problem. Because African people love, other people don't. That's why we've been exploited. You don't understand. African people are loving by. You see the same behavior, same kindness. See the tribal shit has been really bad for Africa. So I tell you, you're supposed to grow up past that tribal nonsense. Um, you better see you're the same people. You're saying you got the same kind nature, and everybody else outside Africa knows this. So they're predators. Europeans are predators. The East Indians are predators, and the Asians are predators, like an animal. You're not. You're the only human being on the planet. So they deal with your prey. They prey on us, and that's why the system is predatory. So you got to go back to the source of the system. See, none of this stuff was happening in Africa until you got colonized. The source is the European. Now the Asians want to do the same thing. They see you're weak, you're kind-hearted, you love everybody, you throw away your own culture to start worshiping other people. That's been a problem.
I love them dominators. As for me, I feel like that is the strongest term for them, dominators, because they come without mask. It's dominating. I want it and I want it and I don't care.
It's called being a predator. Yes, domination. Yeah.
I'm taking it. Whoever gets hurt, I don't care. It's mine.
I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the miners have mined, and what's left over, they'll come with hand tools and come and gather and sell. So that was galamsey. So using the word galamsey to describe what is happening now, which is on a great scale, on an unprecedented scale, destroying our landscape, poisoning our water bodies. And Ghana water does not remove the mercury from the water. So right now when we're drinking water, we could be drinking water with mercury.
But what's the situation presently? What's the state of your water bodies?
The state is terrible. I mean, you can see from the images what is going on.
Pause the joke. I said mercury causes retardation, guys. Causes low IQ, causes all kind of mental problems. Mercury causes retardation within the woman's fetus. Very dangerous. But that's been in your what? BACCINE. That's why none of those things have ever been good because of the mercury that's in it. Okay? Very dangerous. It retards the growth and the mental faculties of people. Go ahead, Joe.
waters have already been contaminated. What is going on is wickedness, it's environmental terrorism, and can be stopped yesterday if the political will is there.
Let me speak to James here, who's a miner, because as we were speaking earlier, you were telling me you practice clean mining. What is that?
There are so many forms of mining. Small scale mining, it's what we call plant mining. You create the dam by yourself, and then you use the dam, and then the water will go, we'd call it return. It will go turn and come inside the dam again for you to use it to do your washing. But there are some other aspect of it that is making it so difficult for all of us to work. Me, myself, I'm a victim of that situation. There are people we call chamfine, and now the Galamsey is also taking part of the water. They dig their hole, and then they come and wash on top of the water bodies because they don't have the capacity to do their dams.
So can you explain to me, because obviously I don't have knowledge in mining, and I'm thinking that Ghana has been mining gold for centuries. So why is it a problem now?
Currently, gold is very, very expensive. Now, if you are talking about 1 carat and you are selling it about 260 or 70 cedis. So you can see any GSS person can enter into your site and then come with probably crane machine or something. As soon as he gets like 1 carat, do you think he will go to class tomorrow? He is not coming. You understand? So that is a very, very big disadvantage, even as the miners.
I want to come to you, Peter, because I really just want to understand what is motivating people to go to the mines, risk their lives, and pollute the environment.
When people are desperate.
Because they're desperate, because they're desperate poverty, because these morons allowed Kwame Nkrumah to be overthrown back in 1966 because he had started what? Industrializing Ghana. Let it go read the book. So he started industrializing Ghana, which made a threat to white power. So Kwame Nkrumah was bringing all industries to Ghana that they had to employ other Africans from other African countries. This is a threat to white power. So it's never been restored in Ghana for the last 60 years because of that, because all these other future administrations were put in there by the CIA. There's been no elections in Ghana. It's all fake. Except for maybe Jerry Rawlings, who went in and overthrew Ghana's government back in the 1970s. And what did he do? Shout out to you. I know all reparations still there. What did Jerry Rawlings do? He killed the whole damn judicial people. He killed them because they weren't working for Ghana. He just said, you know what? I'm gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to try you corrupt bastards, and we're gonna put you in jail forever. No, Jerry Rawlings took control of the country in a coup, and then murdered the whole judicial system. Got them out of here because they're all backed by white people. Because when they overthrew Kwame Nkrumah, they said the system would Ghana would never develop, like all Africa could never develop, and their development would be for the benefit of the European masters. That's what you've been dealing with for the last 60 years in Ghana, Nigeria, just Africa, period. Your development is not for you. You're going to be in desperation like this. No jobs are there. So how can you explain how Ghana had more jobs in 1960 than they do today? When they couldn't, they had too much work, so they had to go out the country and hire people from outside of the country, other Africans. And now today, that doesn't exist. You know, look this up, Joven, real quick for me. Go to Google, say Jerry Rawlings. Say how many judges did Jerry Rawlings execute in the Ghanaian coup, in his Ghanaian coup? How many judges did Jerry Rawlings execute in his Ghanaian coup? You know, coup is. He said, I'm going to put you in jail forever. I think he just died 2 years ago too.
Well, they're not saying how many. Let me see. Let me see. Just a minute.
What's it say? What are they saying? Uh,
Three. Three? They're saying three.
it's more than three, but anyway. What year are they saying was the coup? Was it 79, 78?
Just a minute. Let me do this.
What year was that coup? But of course, as they got control of the country, they went back in. White people never leave. They went back in and hollowed it back out again. They never left. They go back and start destroying the country from within.
It's not allowing me to open. Just a minute.
Okay, take your time.
But it's opening it every time.
Okay, just say this, Jeffrey. Say, what year did Jerry Rawlings overthrow Ghana?
Now we're trying to see even that one for the judges. They're not bringing a clear whatever.
Okay, they're not gonna say it. Okay, just say this. Just ask what year. What year did Jerry Rawlings overthrow the Ghanaian government?
1979.
Okay, 1979. So 1979. So 1979, he formed a coup. He knew the country was completely controlled at that time by the CIA. Completely controlled by the CIA. Like, man, oh man, something's gonna have to give. So he took over the country. Okay, not in a peaceful coup, wasn't peaceful. Started executing people, and so um, that was him trying to take back Africa, take back Ghana. So this is what happened. But see, sadly enough for him, he understood that white people never left. They never left. They never left Ghana, and they weren't gonna leave it because he didn't do what necessary, what needs necessary to be done. He should have did what reparations was saying, which is true. Close your borders, and you're supposed to evict all white people. Get their ass out of here. But you didn't do that, and so slowly, like they done Angola, they slowly come back in, and you know, they slowly come back in and keep the country. They come back in. They start rotting the country from within. You know, that's what they do. So that's what happened to Angola. Go ahead, Joe.
Can you play a little bit of this as we go through the comments?
And they want food on the table. They don't care what they will do to get food on the table. And so this is purely as a result of poverty, as a result of economic hardship, where people think that getting something to eat today is what is all.
But isn't that the reality, though?
That's the reality. But what we don't understand, or people don't understand, is that when you destroy the environment and you get the money, you go out there to buy water that is, affected with this mercury. That
they're uneducated. They don't know that. You kept the people backward and stupid on purpose. Same way what Joey did with the Kenyan story. Yes, you kept the people backward and stupid. So they don't understand them destroying the environment. It's going to destroy them from even making the money anymore because you kept them desperate. Because your systems are predatory. The systems are predatory. So, till you understand to change the systems that the Europeans have set up in Africa, you're going to change the systems. Your systems are unfair and predatory. So they cause ecological disasters, which the white man don't give a damn about. He's getting the gold. He's getting rich. Your ass is the one living in that squalor. And ain't it funny? The gold comes out of Africa and you don't even set the gold price. Gold price is determined by white people, not by you. There's no gold coming out of England, coming out of France, coming out of Germany. Then how do white people make the price of gold then? It's their system, not yours. Go ahead, Joe.
Get sick. What happened? You go to the hospital, you don't get the strength to go back and do it again. So it is very serious, and we think it's far away from us, but everybody is at risk with this phenomenon, with this catastrophe that we're talking about. Because the moment you step out there, the restaurant, wherever you get food to buy, wherever you get water to buy, who knows the source? Who cares?
But this is now a trickle-down effect. But Dr. Obin, because you used to be the CEO of the Miners Commission here, there must be policies against this. As I mentioned, Ghana has been mining gold for centuries.
If you don't have the right to mine as given by government, and you are operating at the blind side of the law, then you are illegal mining.
He has a balloon stomach. He has stolen some money. He better not lie.
However, if you have a license and you're not operating on your land, you're also illegal. The small-scale miners are generally being monitored for their operations, and whenever government wants to talk to them, they are able to get them around to talk to. But those who don't have those certification or registration, they are government is unable to.
Because I've already seen Mr. Hulu here shaking her head. Let me come back to James. Is what he's saying correct? Does government come and talk to you and engage you at that level?
Yes, in our site, we are directly under supervision of extra good. Okay, so if anything go contrary to the rules, you will be stopped and you'll be fined, and probably your license will be taken from you. Yeah. And secondly, extra good will not allow you, from our side, will not allow you to put mercury in any water, because the dam is created by you, so you can put mercury. You can't do that. You can only do that when you get to their office.
Okay, let me come back to you, Mr. Wulu, because I keep hearing the word mercury, and these are the very scary chemicals. How does a government allow anyone to use these poisonous elements in mining?
You see, there are laws.
Corruption.
You can have laws. If you don't enforce the laws are just decoration. Exactly. So it's not a question of the absence of laws. It's a question of inability to enforce the laws. And my experience, where we have been, a lot of small-scale miners are operating without any supervision. Even those who supposedly have licenses go outside the parameters of their license and therefore are acting illegally. So our problem is lack of monitoring. That is why we are crying that you need to pause the small-scale mine. There's so many of them, and you're not able to monitor. In the meantime, we're all being poisoned.
So I want to introduce Kwaku here, who is a journalist. I think if you watch Joy TV, you definitely have seen this face. So having covered this topic extensively, how did it creep up on Ghana? Because it feels like you woke up one day and suddenly, oh, our water is under threat.
For journalists, we've been covering this for a very long time. And indeed, if you look at the archives at Join, for instance, we've done a series of stories. But people are now waking up to the reality, because they're now...
So in general, like what I'm trying to pick up from, or what I pick from this video is that it's like a witness or, a confession from different people in different environments. We have those who have, of course, followed the right law of mining. We have the locals who are describing how they are affected when this is happening, which of course affects their water sources. We have the CEOs who, of course, probably lost their jobs because of not following the rights, not taking the corruption money, and so many people. But till when will this continue? Till when will it be a discussion? Because people are getting rich off these resources as we talk about it. It's still happening as we discuss it. Documentaries are being released every single day. We're seeing journalists going to film the same situations in every African country. But who's gonna stop it? I think this whole week I've been covering literally so many stories that actually, which shows, number one, how people have been our uneducated, number one, or our education has not served any purpose, number one. This week we have shown documentaries which shows most of the people don't know what is happening politically. Not everyone, but majority, especially in the indigenous areas. This week we've shown how literally poverty is one of the key sources of why Africans have been taken advantage of.
Exactly, Joby. It's the same thing. Poverty. It's made Africans desperate because it's so sad and so criminal. And Africans loving nature has allowed them to stay in this poverty, desperation for 60 years. And these bum-ass leaders know their people. They know Africans are loving it, and you keep them undereducated. So it's been a failure of African leadership, period. And a complete failure across. Now, we know the Europeans set it up. I get it. Okay, we get that. I get it. I get the Europeans set up, put these puppets, but it's been a complete failure. The African man, I don't know how the African man can even hold his head up because what he's done in Africa the last 60 years is unexcusable. It's unexcusable. Why you laugh? That's why they put you on buses. That's why they put you on buses in front of the rest of the world. I'm being honest, Joe. I'm being
That is
honest, Joe. We're gonna
true.
call a spade. We're gonna
That
call a
is
spade a spade.
I agree with you because I mean they're the face of Africa and they should have done better. And I always love saying
Exactly.
until yeah, if until we see you trying to be assassinated like something like Ibrahim Traore's like kind of situation, you can't tell us you've been trying. You've not been trying. You've just been taking loans, pocketing, going, taking, building more offshores off our taxes, scamming us into other things,
Yeah,
including our own
exactly.
health.
The disgusting nature of these big head nigger syndromes.
They
They're disgusting nature that you would steal all this money, go fly to Europe, get like you showed yesterday with the villa, this moron Equatorial Guinea. But you don't have no shame that your country's impoverished and your people look fucked up. That's what Europeans look at you, dummy. They don't get you got some kind. Look at me buy my Lamborghini and my big cars. They make the cars, dummy. You don't, and they know your money's stolen because they help you steal it. So they don't respect you.
You see,
You think they respect you?
they don't want to support those inventing cars.
Yeah.
They don't wanna-
So I'll let you read the comments. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm saying they don't want to support those inventing the cars. Like when you talk about
No, the young boy in Zimbabwe who invented a car that runs off frequency. That right there could change the whole industry. These puppets will try to sabotage the African innovation that put Africa on top because the show short-sighted and greedy. They see Europeans know the leaders. These leaders that they put in are psychopathic. Understand? They do brain typing, and the Africans always get my leader. Oh, His Excellency. No, these leaders are psychopathic, and I'm not putting nobody in prison for life. These psychopaths, I'm going to wipe out your whole bloodline. You got to go. The idea that you can go to European or go wherever you go, get your medical done when you haven't built decent hospitals, the Africans there, and they've had no problem with it, Joby. They've had no problem with it. You don't deserve to be on the earth. That's what I was taught as a Marine. You don't deserve to be here. You got to go. You don't deserve to walk the same ground as your people. You haven't earned that right. We want
But
to read the comment.
that is preparation says that the only investigations Mahama is doing is news of clearance and pardons. There is even talk of scrapping oral operations to recover all loot, his campaign slogan. Oh yeah, and I remember also when he was actually that before he was chosen to become a president, they cleared a certain corruption case he had about an airport, and immediately this case was dissolved. And I'm like, hold on, how is this happening? How is this possible? And I did a whole show literally showing all the corruptions he has. So I'm not surprised he trying to claim he's doing investigation. That is for the people to see is the good back president. But you are dumb enough, you as the people, to actually allow even this to happen. We should be demonstrating every single time they say I'm vying
I
for
don't think
second.
I don't think they allowed it to happen, Joe. But I think he was installed again.
You need to be woke enough to just understand you can't serve a second term with the first term there's nothing you've done. As a matter of fact, like we were saying Monday, you should be checked. In between, actually, if you're serving for 4 years or 5 years, within 2 years, we're checking on you. We're auditing you and all your people that you've put into power. What have you done? You've been taking funds. What is it that you fulfill for the people? People are still crying. You almost towards the end of the first term. What are you? You're halfway. What have you fulfilled? Or nothing? Get the fuck out. And pardon my language. I'm tired of it. You can't keep on. Africans are tired, man.
They finally. It only took them 66. It only took them 60 years, Joey, to finally get tired. It took them 66 years. You're not gonna have white people stay in poverty for those 66 years without overthrowing no country.
The
So
situation in DRC Congo is one of the situations that really makes me super sad, especially when you see the children running left, right, and the women. The men are being killed. Even the men don't even have this. Which men are we even talking about in that country? I'm sorry to say. Which men do we have in DRC? Which strength
you
do they
got.
have to fight with? They barely even can. They don't even eat. So which
I
strength do I
know,
have to fight
Joe,
with?
but you have Joe, but look, you see the mines in the Congo where they have children exploitation. You got a whole corrupt. The whole system is corrupt. The educational system is none and void. I told you, you keep Africans stupid. You can't fight for justice. You don't understand what's even been done to you. And then I
That's
told you, you got to go back and instill African pride, African culture. Africans hate themselves. They love and worship everybody non-African. They accept fake gods. You got why think the Chinese are putting all these cultural centers throughout Africa? So now you worship their culture because they know the African has been mentally fucked up in the head, and so they're going to exploit what the Europeans done. Said that I told you I go into groups and be quiet. I'm an anthropologist, so I go in these Chinese groups and these white wing groups to see what they really think about Africans, and I get the same thing. These Africans are stupid. The European conquered them. We're going to conquer their ass. They don't what they hate being who they are. This is the Chinese. They hate themselves. We're going to go in and put our culture in there, have them speak in Chinese, and we'll control their minds and get the governments. And then we're going to impregnate their women. We're going to make half bastard babies, same way the Europeans did. We'll get title to the land with our mixed children. And I know that and that's a fact because it almost happened in Gabon. Because that guy won that election in Gabon, he was mixed Chinese and African. That's a fact.
It's already happening. It's already
I
happening.
know I know it's happening exactly. But I'm just telling you what they've said. We're gonna sleep with these dumbass women. We're gonna
Well, I'll give
so we can get
I'll
title to the land.
I'm not gonna give it even 20 years. You give it 20 years, I think. I'm gonna give it 10 years. Let them try in the next maybe 10 years. Okay.
There's an
According to what
awakening happening. I agree with you, Joey. Go ahead.
happening in Kenya, without Kenya
Yeah.
at war right now it is politically. Let them try right here in the next 10 years. I'm going to just start with my country. Then in DRC, if possible, if we're going to be able to continue with the same spirits, and probably someone is going to overthrow Skedi. I don't know, you're going to bring the Alliance Sahel states, and build a strong military base, then we're going to be good to go. Then try that bullshit. And the women too, because you see the women also getting engaged politically. It's not that era of women, sit down, become a housewife, give me 10.
What the women change everything. The African man has fucked Africa up. I'm being honest. It's the African woman that when the African woman gets engaged, she usually dominates and takes over. I hate to tell you, African men, you've been a failure. Um, it's the African woman that's now forcing things to be changed because she's now waking up.
We're gonna knock Chinese teeth out. Let it just be clear, okay? We're gonna be knocking y'all out. You're so used to pinning our men down. They don't say shit. They just quiet. You think you're the shit. We're gonna knock you out. No more weakness. I believe we've had enough. Personally, never cross me, please, kindly. The universe knows better. But preparation says,
Yeah, Joey, African way say, please don't cross me. Then say kindly, because that's a kind, loving nature.
yeah, because when I get angry, I know what I can do. So please, I'm just warning you. I'm giving you a warning. Y'all don't even give us a warning, Africans. You just come in up the I'm giving you a warning. Kindly step back, because I'm gonna knock your teeth out, and I'm not joking. Okay. I see reparations is. I feel you on it being cheaper. I can get with that. The waste in Africa is too much. It is crazy. And I also see John Mosquito says worshiping a white man on a stick has got to stop. I know, man. We have to stop. We have to stop. So much is being stolen in the name of I'm waiting to go to heaven with a cleansed soul. You're already dirty. Like your body doesn't even represent heaven. You're so skinny. Unlike me, at least I'm skinny and glowing. So
Joe, hey, you're skinny, but you're eating, Joe. But that's a difference. So calm down.
And I'm eating and I'm glowing. There's a difference. But you're there. You can't even eat 3 meals a day. Not even one. You're surviving, and then you have gold over there and
Yeah.
still stolen. Come
But
on.
they,
And then
I understand, Joe. But they put all Africans in survival mode. We never in survival mode. So it just so saddens me that the few leaders that they had, they did murder, but all these bastards, you think this, they do brain typing. You think one leader say, you know what, I'm gonna make Africa, even though I'm a puppet, I'm gonna still try to develop Africa, my country, to a pinnacle of success. Educate my children because they're me. You think they would have been loved? No. And even the African women that they put in have been fucked up. Sorry. The Samia Suluhu down Tanzania. I hope they try to get rid of her. She's a one way puppet. The lady in Liberia, she was horrible, but because they were all puppets. So you got to get the real women in there. I forgot that. Do me a favor, Joe. Say what was the woman president of Liberia's name? Something Johnson. It's no good coon. I don't know if she's still alive. They need to take her ass to the Hague. Since his reparations were played by in prison, her ass should be at the Hague right now,
Ellen
serving a
Johnson.
life term. Ellen Johnson,
Yeah.
this criminal ass, bro. Is she still alive? Let's
Let
say
me see. Who served the 24th president? The first
she
election.
might be, she might be dead and stinking by now with a no good corrupt ass.
Let me see if she's dead.
And Samir Suluhu, she's right out what they call the WF, the World Economic Forum. That's why they killed John Magufuli. They put her puppet ass in there.
Yeah, I think she's still alive. Let me see. No, just a born with it. Hmm. Yeah,
I
she's still
bet,
alive.
I bet she's not living. Is she still living in Liberia? A corrupt ass. Now she's a woman. I'm not gonna put a bullet in her head.
Uh,
I put
she's
my,
uh, she's a member of Council of Women World's Leader, an international network of the current and former women presidents and prime ministers, whose mission is to mobilize the highest level of women leaders globally for collective actions.
she's part of the fake WEF. Told you. I bet she don't live in no Liberia.
But anyway, let me go to the comments as I wind up. Time is
Go
super
ahead,
gone.
Jimmy.
John Mosquito says the animal brain makes them see our humanity as weakness and makes them want to conquer.
Exactly right, Jim. What you said is so true. Their animal brain, and Africans used to know this science. I'm not gonna say, but their animal brain, which is a fact, see
John
us as prey.
also says Kwame Nkrumah rule saw Ghana making and producing buses, TVs, manufacturing even shoes.
Everything.
Why they overthrew him. And
Yep.
also John Mosquito says there is a love and hate relationship with the Rollins. Either you loved him
Or
or
you hate
hated.
them.
And he also adds he was longest serving president in Ghana. Also adds that the gold is just for jewelry, is used for technology. Many Africans don't know that, so they don't really understand the value of the natural resources. I agree. And also see adds a health and safety law are not being implemented. Never, never. And reparation says nobody in Ghana cares about anything. I doubt that. You can't say nobody. There's a percentage. There's always a percentage of people knowing something. Reparations. Also adds we are only caring now because it has affected all of us. It was okay for the starving because we have become a wicked and evil people ruled by the slave master. Well, I bet even among the rich, as much
True.
as they don't talk about it, they know what is happening. There's always a percentage of people who know what is happening. I
That's
can't say
true.
they really don't care. It's just that also people have been ruled by fear, don't know how to come out and
That's
speak
true.
the truth because you're gonna be killed, you're gonna be
That
threatened.
that's
So they
true.
back out. And also, Joe Mosquito adds, school bus, not even a coach. I know that's right. And Reparation says, people are still dying and demonstrating because they are not getting what they voted for exactly
Of
as they
course.
should.
Wow.
Mahama should not even be a president. You used to say Mahama is busy sharing Ghana. He is beyond excited where NPP set the bar for corruption. He told the most corrupt Asantehene of all time that he should not worry. He will get a share of the pie. Of course, that's
Wow.
I already warned you guys.
And,
And
and I've already told you, don't go after Wody. Meyer told the truth. Don't go after Wody. Wody, I guess you learned it. Don't go after Wody, because the Shanti Kingdom did. I've already taught you guys years ago. A lot of these African kingdoms were culpable with slavery, and the Shanti Kingdom was one of them. And Wody Meyer just told the truth that the Shanti Kingdom sold slaves to the cracker. That's a fact. Along with I told you with which is called Benin today, which was the Dahomey Kingdom, where you got that African king, the queen, the African queen, whatever shit was called, the woman king shit. They were complicit in their own, and this actually might be how Africa's fucked up today because of your complicity and your treachery of selling your own people. This might be, as they say, the universe has a cause and effect. So I've seen people going after Wody Meyer for telling the truth that the Shanti Kingdom did sell other Africans to the white man. That's a fact. It's a goddamn fact. So shout out to you, Wody, for learning the truth. And don't let nobody come against you that half these niggas were criminal in their own goddamn destroying of their own country. You sold your own people. That's why you were able to be colonized, morons. Okay? Your ignorance, you corrupt men again. You sold up your own people, so half your people were gone. So they couldn't defend you when the white man came and said he wanted all of it. Dummies. It's a fact. So don't go after Wody Meyer, Mr. Ghana, whatever he calls it, Ghana baby, for telling that's an unpleasant truth that you don't want to hear.
but as we come
That's
to
a fact.
as we come to the end of today's conversation,
Joby didn't want to hear that. Joby cut me off.
yeah, we'll continue next week with that Asante. We're gonna do a whole show of the Asante people will do that, and we'll go deeper.
I wasn't gonna do a whole story. I wanted at least I wanted to give Wody Meyer some credit and some education. Because everybody's jumping on little Wody Meyer for telling the truth. That a lot of you African Negroes were complicit in slavery, and you were. Okay? You're going to have to tell the truth and shame the devil. And that's why they were able to come back and colonize your ass. Because you sold up your own people. Go ahead, Joe.
But shout out to Juba Jaba, Karibu Sana, came in late. I see you saying, so the Benin broad makers were traitors. Yeah.
No. See, that's me. No. See, Joby said, yeah. No, Joe. Let me clear this up. No, Joby. They were not Jibba. They were not. See, when you think about Benin, okay, see, that's how you guys get messed up with these names. The Benin Kingdom was not in with the country called Benin today. Benin Kingdom was in Nigeria. Is what you call Nigeria. They have nothing to do. The Benin country is really Dahomey. That was the Dahomey Empire, the Dahomey Kingdom. The Benin Kingdom is Nigeria, parts of Nigeria, Ohio State. That's the Benin. It had nothing to do with the country of Benin. The country of Benin, who just now said all Africans can come back home because of what they did. If you guys don't know, Benin is now giving citizenship to all Africans in the diaspora, be it Jamaica, Brazil, Colombia, America, because they know that's the Dahomey Empire, Jibba Jabba. Had nothing to do with ancient Benin. See, these names, just like Ghana today, has nothing to do with ancient Ghana. Ancient Ghana is Mali today. That's ancient Ghana. The Ghana today has nothing to do with ancient Ghana. Okay? They took the names of African kingdoms and made the names of their countries out of them. But the place called Benin today has nothing to do with the Benin Kingdom, guys. The Benin Kingdom is Nigeria.
Yeah, we're wrapping
Okay?
it up. Family,
No, Joey. No, we're not just wrapping up. Joey just trying to throw the Benin Kingdom under the bus. I said, yeah.
No, we're gonna wrap it up. Their time is really gone.
The Benin Kingdom fought against slavery, guys. The Benin Kingdom, not the country of Benin, the Benin country. These Negroes were complicit in the slave trade. That's the Dahomey. That's what you call when you got the Amazonian women fighters. When the women's kicking butt. When you got the Black Panther. You guys know you got the movie The Black Panther, and they got the women. That's where they got that from. The Black Panther, you got the women fighting. That's the Dahomey. That's the woman king people. That's why you got them like we're fighting against with Chahala's royal guard. They're all women.
People continue kindly. Respect
all right.
The time. Kindly, tafadhali.
Exactly. It's a sad truth, Michelle. It's real. But they want to obfuscate that truth. I had to clear. Joby tried to throw the Benin Kingdom on the bus. I know.
Much love, family. Thank you so much for joining in. This has been the Pan African Show. Thank you to
the Benin. There's much love. The Benin brothers, guys.
I'll have to mute you, tafadhali. You won't cut me off. I will have to mute you. I'm so sorry. Respect the time. My time is up right here. We're not gonna extend. What one is coming up next, family? Kindly tune in next. She's coming up. Shout out to the Reparation John Mosquito Jibajaba, Sister Michelle for tuning in. Keith, respect the time. Much love. Asante Lisa.
God damn you, Joby.